Alright, there we go. Finally. I've been working on this shit for like 34 years. Or what it feels like. Speaking of 34 years, not the 34th president, Theodore Roosevelt, is what we're doing here right now. Just ignore my facial expressions. I'm here to teach you guys, because my history class and the other classes, we're not doing too good, guys. As you can see by the DBQs, I had to make this video. I have to save us. Obviously, our history teacher can't use names here. Come on, guys. All rights reserved. Our history teacher, he says, don't quote me. I mean, maybe a different history teacher, but basically, we're garbage, and we need to reevaluate how we look at history and CCOT. As I was saying, this is the 5 steps to a 5 on the AP review, Chapter 28 edition. There's going to be more installments of this eventually when I go back with my other history teacher, and we go over that one. But for now, I'm going to highlight the specifics for you guys. So the way I'm doing this, I'm going to teach you as I read. I'm not going to bore you to death with the actual reading. So I'm going to read it, not really, but kind of. And I'm going to give you a rundown of what page 638 to 639 is in the holy grail of history books. The American pageant. My boy Schnee, you texted me this at 8:52, man. Remember that time. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. This part. Wait a minute. We have a special guest. Hey, Obi. Alright, thank you for being on the show today. Adios, mi compadre. You know. Alright, so here's the summary, guys. Basically, the first page of this chapter 28 goes, 1 in 7 Americans was foreign born, which means they're an immigrant. 1 in 7 Americans is an immigrant. And all these dang immigrants, not now, don't think I'm a racist, guys. I'm talking then. There's this thing called a social gospel, and everybody's like, oh shit, look at this, but socialism doesn't work, not in America. That's why we go to war. Alright, and then there's a little blurb about the Muckrakers. No, it's like the Muckrakers. Muckrakers? I don't really know what's going on here. I popped a pimple here the other day, if you're wondering what that is. I'll put the hat on. I'll rock it. Just like that, guys. Hat installed. Cool down. Alright, so the Muckrakers, this guy, like you guys know Cosmopolitan, like the magazine. Apparently these guys are old as shit and started like 1906. So the Muckrakers are just a bunch of like garbage magazines and newspapers that nobody really likes and they suck. Theodore Roosevelt said they were garbage, like somewhere in there. Next page. I'll be back. Hey, guys, these Muckrakers apparently are very, very well and beloved by the people. Continue. Apparently these Muckrakers are evolving now, guys. They're not in, they roasted the beef trust. Apparently there was a trust of beef where they had like, I spit, and he did it in the last video. And there's like beef, I guess. Why not? Christ. Oh, shit. 5 steps to a 5. Oh, Christ. 5 steps to a 5. Alright, Muckrakers, apparently, they're a big deal. Progressive era, they basically, Poison Squad. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. Basically what I got. I didn't really read it, and you know what I did. So the Muckrakers, they embodied, like, the nature of the progressive reform movement. Basically, popular culture, that is these guys. They did this to us. That's why you're watching this video. Basically, right now, I am a product of the Muckrakers, and you're watching it. Sucks to suck, I guess. New style, how to go over this, guys, because none of this is working from what I can find out, unless you guys are learning, but I'll do it. You just figure it out. Alright, bold words. Initiative. That was like something where the voter, like the people who voted, like, you vote, guys, we can, like, in the ballot, you could put legislation that you want passed, and it didn't really work, obviously, because we can't really do that now. Progressives also agitated for the referendum. This device would place laws on the ballot for final approval by the people. Yeah, basically what I was telling you, initiative, referendum. Then the recall would enable the voters to remove faithless elected officials. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. You could, like, get the scumbags out of here. It's like, there's not going to be a Briggers recall. That's not happening. You guys already know that. I didn't have to do that on camera, but it's a little behind the scenes action for you guys. You know I work hard down here. Next up, we're probably never going to cover this book, but there's a book. If you want it covered, I can do it all. The Secret Australian, there's an Australian ballot. Should counteract boss rule, like the political boss. This is all nonsense. All of it nonsense. We have a whole page to Karl Marx. Yep. This is where we're gonna get popular election for senators and women's rights. Fuck. Probably the stupid 19th Amendment's gonna come here. Yep, I see it coming. Here it comes. Taxation without representation. I mean, that's not really how it goes, but I guess they could use it too. Some garbage cleanup. There's a case of Muller v. Oregon. Women workers want to work in a factory, I guess, and die, maybe. Who knows? And there's some... Oh, man, it's just... This is a lot of women's rights. Oh, boy. Oh. I picked the one that I didn't want to do. That's probably going to be the only one, guys. Sorry. And there's another girl, Lochner, versus New York. Yeah, she wants to get a 10-hour day for bakers, like a 10-hour work day. Yeah, she's kind of a nerd. What a loser. Women's Christian Temperance Union. Some more guys trying to get rid of alcohol. These idiots. It never works. They're probably going to get, they're like, what's that? Prohibition? Dry laws? Christ. And then there's wet laws, like wet meaning like, not like, you come on, that's inappropriate, guys. TR's square deal for labor. Alright, I'll come back. The best I could, guys. Teddy Roosevelt's probably going to get elected president. Definitely, actually, probably. And then there's going to be some more court cases. He's going to impose a bunch of acts, and it's going to make America great again. Here and there, it looks like he finally makes it out to Yosemite Valley in California. Factory workers. I think these guys are making pretzels. No, they're sausages. Oops. Next. Earth. Yeah, Earth Day. Earth Day became a thing. Maybe not through this guy. Probably Teddy. I mean, nobody really knows anymore. It was lost in the Idaho. There's some movie posters that looks like. I don't know. Not really reading anymore. Roosevelt started a economic panic. Roosevelt suffered a sharp setback in 1907 when a short but punishing panic descended on Wall Street. The financial flurry featured frightened runs on banks, suicides, and criminal indictments against speculators. So basically, this guy, Roosevelt, killed a bunch of people. Well, he didn't really kill them, but he made a bunch of people kill themselves because he must be garbage. But, like, garbage at handling business. Actually, he's a pretty good president, not gonna lie to you guys. Basically, all I have to really know is that he did a lot of good stuff, and this guy was generally, like, the only thing he didn't really do good was the Panic in 1907, but other than that, it's alright, though. I covered the first 5 key terms in the actual thing. Actually, wait a minute. I did Australian ballot, Keep it going. There was the Elkins Act. It was probably some business act that Roosevelt elected. Meat inspection, probably making the meat better. Pure Food and Drug Act, probably to get like the real hard cocaine on the streets. Hetch Hetchy Valley. I guess that's maybe like a mountain escape. I don't really know anymore at this point, guys. Dollar diplomacy. It had to. Wait a minute. It had to have been like give dollars and diplomats. Payne-Aldrich bill. It's something here. Rubbing. Taft did it. It doesn't matter. Taft's garbage, and that's about it. That's the whole chapter. Taft apparently is a Republican. Actually, we knew that. He's going to get elected president after my boy TR. Other than that, that's your chapter, guys. 28, done. Boom. Good night. Man, I shouldn't have. This was like a pretty good safe for video. I mean, safe for classroom. I mean, you can do whatever you want with this video. Mr. Will, you didn't hear anything from me, guys. Nobody's watching this video. All right, yeah. This is a good time to say, click on my ads. I mean, never mind. There's no ads yet. Man, this camera's getting really up close and personal. I guess, all right, have good luck on your test, guys. I hope you appreciate the video. I know it's not for everybody. It's not what everybody wants, but that's what you're going to get with my YouTube videos from now on. I got it. Oh, terrible. That was some weak-ass burp action. That wasn't even a burp. It was like, Anyway. Yeah, guys. We have to really broaden our audience this year if we want to come crazy and make the good YouTube monies. Other than that, that's it. Refresh the page a few times if you're a nice patron. Other than that, good night. Man, I don't have any good things to say. All right, good day.